Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Welcome to the BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. I break down all things Big Brother Canada. Happy, Wednesday. Tonight we're going to be talking about Big Brother Canada Season 10, Episode 22. I do feel a little rusty. Thank you to those of you that understood that I had my parents in town and I had some comedy shows and I just got behind on BB Can. It's something you got to keep up with in order to cover. And, family and comedy took precedent, but I missed you guys. Whatever the word is, the presidents. That's what I'll just say. Okay. But I'm back and I'm glad to be back. So hello, everyone. Hello. If you could do me a favor and smash that like, let's set a like goal for this video for 300 likes. Let's just say we can get there. Okay. If you want to support the channel, again, liking the video, great way to do it. Otherwise, you can send a super chat during the live, follow me on my social media, hit me up on any of my platforms, Patreon, YouTube membership, Cash App, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Justin says BB Can greater than BBUS. I mean, in so many ways. We have so much going on. This episode, yes, Wendy Lynn, it was so, how many times can I say so good? Okay, it's like Marty, like, je suis très bien, moi, très bien, je suis Marty, très bien, Gino, like, how you say gummy bear, bouncing here and there and everywhere. So the real star of this episode is obviously this person right here. We're going to just pull this up right here. Here's Gino. This is not Gino. That's Marty. But the real star is, where did it go? Right here. Wait, right here. That didn't work like I wanted it to. All right, let me find the real star. Okay, nope. Didn't take up the whole page. Here we go. Hello, I'm Gummy Bear. I am Marty's French gummy bear. I don't know if you know about the French gummy bear, but it is one that takes big risks, okay? So, je suis red gummy bear. Je suis Marty's secret weapon that backfire on Marty. How you say shitty game in French? Poo-poo game. I don't know. I am just a French gummy bear. And how you say, Gino, what the fuck you thinking? How you say that in French? I think that was French. Excuse my French. Gino, what the fuck you thinking? Okay. Ooh, je t'aime. Yes. So coming back in after taking a little bit of a break from BB Can, it was so weird to see how much work Kevin has put in and just how snowed he has most of these house guests, how close Josh is to Kevin, how Josh was like losing his mind when we had this prank. So we do see Marsha the Moose tonight. We're kind of going to jump around in the episode, just have some fun. We see Marsha the Moose finally. I missed you, Marsha. And Marsha was looking good. I think I got a screenshot of my girl Marsha here. She was on vacay. So she was like me. We were just on vacay. We were doing stuff. We had other stuff going on. So Marsha talks to Kevin and Marsha's like, hey, I got a little thing for you to do. This is what BB Can does. They literally, I talked about it on my last video, but they traumatize the house guests. That's what they do. It's not like BBUS. BBUS, it's barely a psychological experience on BBUS. It's at its most basic level. It is this social psychological experiment type thing that happens to the house guests. Barely. BB Can, they're like, guess what? we are going to mess you up so much. We're going to throw in twists and turns that you'll never see coming. Okay, first of all. And then we will make you think that someone's leaving. They made Kevin pack his bags. Marsha the Moose like, hey, what's your name? I don't know why my Marsha the Moose sounds like when Nene, if you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, is doing an impression of Candy. She's like, well, you don't know. That's my Marsha the Moose. You know, she's like, well, what's your name there, little guy? And Kevin's like, well, I'm not a little guy. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'1". And Marsha's like, well, hey there, buddy guy friend. I'm going to have you pack up your stuff and you're going to go. You're going to say you're going to miss your non-existent wife. And you're going to pack up your shit and you got to convince everybody in the house that you're leaving. And you got to get to the door and then turn around and go, just kidding, and do a really creepy Joker smile because that'll get them going. And then for that, I'll reward you not with safety, not with money. I'm going to give you a pizza party like you're 10 and you can watch a shitty movie that came out in the U.S. 10 years ago. No, I'm just, I don't know what movie they got to watch. But I did just see that you guys are recently, or you're going to be getting my Canadian friends, you guys are going to be getting the girl from Plainville is coming. I saw that in a commercial. After the Winners commercial, I saw that. And watch it. Oh my God. I've been watching it on Hulu. Very good. Very good. Dakota Fanning's little sister, what's her name? Elle? Awesome. Playing that girl that, was in that text message exchange with that guy and okay, I don't want to give anything away, but it was all over the news, okay? So you guys are getting that. Congratulations. It's a good show. But yeah, Marsha the Moose is just like, yeah, so enjoy your pizza. It might be DiGiorno. It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno. And yeah, and like Molly said, BB Can, you only get 100K too. So these BBUS people complaining, you have nothing to complain about. They put these BB Can people through psychological warfare. Hell. Okay, because this was Josh.
Love you. Love you. Love you. See you soon.
Kevin.
Are you
Kevin,
serious?
Kevin.
Kevin, don't do it. Don't.
Kevin, are you serious?
Kevin, you're gonna regret it.
Just kidding. This is Josh.
Clear.
Kevin.
Are you serious?
It's okay.
Kevin, are you
Love you. Love you. Love you.
Marsha the Moose, you twisted Pamela Hupp serial killer boss bitch, okay? You messed with their psyche so much. I love Marsha. She is just the best. I mean, these house guests, you had, let's see, in this episode, Kevin's little prank had even Betty crying. Obviously, Helena was on her hands and knees begging Kevin not to go. If Kevin doesn't win this whole damn game, oh my God. Obviously, I would love to see Betty pull through now that she's winning stuff and just sweep the edge, sweep the leg, Betty, Cobra Kai style. But I mean, they are just begging him to stay. And then Gino, he and Gino had the weirdest embrace in the kitchen. Gino like cornered him in his shorty shorts. He's like, please don't go, but I want you to. Remember that song? Please don't go. I'm trying to find I can't find. Well, I'll just make you look at shirtless Marty until I find it. But that's what Gino was like, please don't go, please don't go. And I honestly, I know I sound cold-hearted and I'm probably just talking a big game. I'd be like, bye. I'd be like, oh, don't go, just go. I'd be like, oh, you know what? If I was your wife, I'd be so happy that you left. Yeah, that's so romantic to give up your whole game for your lady. Yes. So Marty and his little nipples were like, no. Well, Marty didn't really believe him. But Gino like cornered him. What is going on here, Joleen? Okay. Gino cornered him. And he's like, all right, I gotta get rid of this. Gino's like, hey, buddy. Gino, I mean, and it worked. Obviously, he didn't leave, but I mean, it was a joke. But still, Gino cornering him, he's like, this usually works on the ladies. This works on, I mean, Gino's hotness is genderless, So he just hops in and he's like, hey, This is how I get people to do what I want them to do. I just kind of, I'm going to straddle you with my arms, okay? Because consent is important. You look nervous. You look sweaty. It's okay. Most people are very sweaty when the gene dog gets to them. And yeah, I put out a lot of fires, but I can also start a lot of fires in your pants, which sounds like an STD, but it's not. It's a sexy thing if you don't think about it. Anyways, won't you stay, little guy? Won't you stay, little big guy? I know you told Marsha you're 6'1", maybe sometimes 6'2". So, whatever. But everyone was just so worried about Kevin leaving. And Kevin, he pulled it off pretty well. And then they got their sad little pizza party in the Expedia room. They didn't even open up a new room for them. BB Can is savage. They were just like, no, you can have the shitty, hot Expedia room that you guys go into. And yeah, there's probably going to be some sand on the floor. I don't know if it gets in your mouth. Sorry. But there's so much they could have done for them. There's so many other things. And they're just like, nah, we're not doing it. That's Marty this week. That's one of my favorite little clips that I grabbed. But yeah, Kevin, he was, he's doing the damn thing. I don't know why. I just have all these little silly clips that I am loving grabbing a hold of. Okay. So this episode, obviously, we are talking veto. We're talking veto. Okay. So we got Betty and we got Josh on the block. And Betty, we saw it in last night's episode. She's had it. She's like, she's been put on the block a lot. She's become so close to winning. And she just is like, I don't know if I got the fight in me. But as we see in this episode, Betty most definitely has the fight in her. And it is one of my favorite comps. This is one of my favorite competitions, this veto competition, this 100 minutes, because it's creepy and spooky and scary. I feel like this one, compared to when I saw it in BB Can 3, was not as bad at all. They had to tell us that the organs were fake. Do you really? But you know what? There probably are people that watch that would send them a letter and be very upset. And like, you would waste, there are people on organ transplant lists and you would waste it on a dumb game show. No, they're like, all organs featured are fake props. Yeah, it's a TV show. We kind of figured that. Grey's Anatomy doesn't use real hearts. I doubt Big Brother is going to too. But I thought that was hilarious that you have to tell people that. But I'm sure there are people that'll be like, damn it, it's real. And they get really mad. Gino might be a serial killer. He might be the hottest serial killer, we've ever seen. Move over Ted Bundy, who I didn't even think was that cute, period. But it's the 70s. Hotness was measured on a different scale. They didn't have the internet. So Gino, he seemed turned on by the creepiness of this competition, as did Kevin, which we already guessed Kevin could, give us a couple serial killer vibes. And look at her. He's so happy, just like right by his belly button. And then they put the mealworms on you and I'd be out. Anything crawling on me, I'm out. $100,000. No, thanks. I'll just get a better job. I'm not doing that. And Helena, she's watching. Luckily she didn't have to do it. Like I said, Gino, again, once they got these guys on you, Gino's like, ooh, this feels nice. This is nice. He's like, I got JC Lynn looking like Maleficent or whatever that movie was with Angelina Jolie. And now he's got the creepy crawlers crawling on him. I watched those worms crawl in Gino's belly button. That is a nightmare. And I love scary stuff. One of my favorite shows I look forward to every year is American Horror Story. I adore that show. But this is too much. This is too fear factor. But I do love the competition. I wouldn't be able to do it, but I love it. But I feel like BB Can 3 did it better. Yeah, BB. And the organs weren't real. Oh my God. Bummer. I don't think it's okay to let them do the worms bite. Oh my God, Amberlynn. Oh, I first of all think of all the orifices they can get in. No, thank you. Yeah, my head goes right there. So I think Betty and Summer's reactions and Josh's were, the normal reactions of people being like, this is horrendous. But Kevin and Gino looked like they were just so happy this was happening, and really you shouldn't be. Then they had calls from their loved ones, And so we hear from Kevin's wife. We hear from Jillian. It's not his wife, his girlfriend, his pretend wife. And then we hear from Betty's partner, and we hear from Summer's family, and we hear from Gino's sister, and everyone just gets really emotional. And I was happy to see that Josh was he? I got to pull up the picture here because he got emotional. Yes, he was very emotional when his partner, his boyfriend, is it his husband or just boyfriend? I don't know. When his boyfriend was, when he called, the little voicemail, he was very upset. But I don't know. We have to okay, so look at this sadness. Was he as sad as he was when Kevin was going to possibly leave, but it was just a Marsha the Moose task?
So clear.
Kevin,
Are you serious?
It's okay.
Kevin, are you
Love you. Love you. Love you.
I don't think so. I mean, this looks more painful and scary. And that Kevin leaving was really sad for our friend Josh. So, but there was, I thought I got a screen grab. There was the hottest picture of someone crying and it was Josh. Is this the one? No, that's Gino. I wish I would have named these so I could see all my screen grabs, but you guys know what I'm saying. I'll just pull up all the hot people with, okay, it's not that one. Okay, it's not that one. There was one I thought I got of him crying, and I was like, God, I've never seen someone so attractive crying, and I'm pretty sure it was Josh. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the most attractive person crying. I was like, oh, but you look real nice. You look real nice. Kevin has a girlfriend. Yes, Kevin has a girlfriend, Jillian. Hey, Montreal sports fan. They have bites. Oh, good. Yuck. Yeah, no, I can't. That worm stuff. I would have jumped out of there. So they all have to see who can be the closest to getting out by 100 minutes. And it is, they're throwing these things in there to distract them from their counting. And, Betty jumps out. I think Summer jumps out first, then Betty. And then everyone else lasts a lot longer. So Betty's like, I don't think I won this. But it turns out that Betty did win. And I was so proud of Betty. This is so exciting because she was Marty's target, so Marty is just, I mean, when Marty this week is so bad for Marty, you guys. Oh my God. So he couldn't put Summer up. Betty wins the POV. I mean, it's really funny. I can't help it. That is just, it's so funny that Marty's week is going, and it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. And he doesn't even realize how much worse it's going to get. So Betty wins, and Betty's celebrations are everything. I mean, she's been so close to winning so many times. She's been underestimated since day one. She isn't tuned into everything going on game-wise with everyone. She's left out of a lot of stuff. She's basically had to fight, be underestimated. So this was such a it was so fun to watch her win, because it was so boring to watch Marty win his third HOH. Good for you, sir. It's impressive. But, going up to someone's HOH who's always winning, you're like, it just reminds you of speaking of Jillian from what was that, season 1 or season 2? Season 1, I think. Yeah, she's the first winner. And I say that just because, we all know that there was an incorrect vote by, I always forget her name. I want to call her Sapphire, but that's not her name. But you guys will put it in the chat. So it's when Jillian would win, they'd be like, okay, Jillian, how many times can we look at your sisters again and the milkman? But yeah. So it was fun just to see Betty celebrating this big win. She was like, oh, and then she looks over at Marty and she's like, oh, I don't remember what she said exactly, but she's like, oh, I'm going home, Marty. And I'm like, hell yeah, Betty. You are not going home, my friend. I was very, very proud of her.
I ain't going out without a fight, that's for sure.
I ain't going out without a fight, that's for sure. So even with Betty, we left her, last episode, she's wondering, can she do it? Does she have the fight in her? Of course, Topaz. Thank you. How could I forget Topaz? It's iconic. It's an iconic moment. Hashtag Gary was robbed. Gary was robbed. Oh my God. That I felt for Topaz, but I'm like, what were you thinking? But again, it was the first season. There's going to be glitches, And poor Arissa, she's like, I mean, we played back the cameras. And Topaz is like, no, take it back. No. And Arissa's like, we're on live TV. Topaz is like, I'm no. Because she really effed her friend over. But, she didn't mean to. Okay. Moving on from season 1, even though I'm still not over it. Way to go, Betty. I grabbed so many screenshots of her celebrating because it's iconic. How many times can I say iconic? But it is. I just love it. Yes, Betty. Get some. Rub it in their faces. Tell them what's up. You should be worried about Betty. Okay? And yes, Berlin says Marty ran out of Black people. I did not see the season headed this way. But oh my God, I take a 10-day break and all of a sudden BB Can is like a race war. And I'm like, what the frick is going on? Whites? What are the whites doing again? I have to always be like, what are the whites up to now? And the whites were whiting. They were whiting. And I was like, no, BB Can. We'd get enough of that on BBUS. No. So Marty, oh my God, Marty. Marty's like, je suis no racist. Je suis no racist. Je suis like Gino and Gino and Gino. Merci beaucoup to Gino's mom. Ah, yes. Oui. Comment t'appelles-tu? I don't. But I just was like, oh my gosh. Marty, what the frick? Okay. All right. So then we have a situation where who is going to take the place of Betty when Betty takes herself off the block? And that's when we come back into our little friend here. Where did they go? Oh, there they are. Okay. That is when this gummy bear strategy goes, hello, I am Marty's gummy bear. I am back. Okay. Let us pull up the screenshot so you can see how dumb Gino is. Okay. Gino, nice guy, but a little dumb. You don't have to be a good guy. This is Big Brother. You can be bad guy. You can be funny guy. You can be all kinds of guy. You do not have to be the guy that volunteers himself. Okay. So Marty says, no, Gino, you do not have to go on the black. You are très intelligent, très beautiful, très bien. Okay? The rest of très mal. You do not have to go on the black. And Gino's like, well, no, I'll include myself because I'm a good guy. I'm going to include myself. Je suis Gino. I'm going to include myself in it, Marty. They have a couple talks. And Marty says, I cannot decide between all of you who are less than Gino. So I will say, okay, let me think. I am Marty. I am thinking about hockey and coaching and being a noble man and loving Gino. And I will say, okay, I have a gummy bear. Let us all come together. So let us get the 5 together. Here are my 5 best friends. These are my friends. Okay, that is not Gino number 2, not Gino number 3, and then Gino. Okay, those are my friends. Je suis Marty. And okay, everybody promise and swear on your favorite gummy bear that you will be there to the end, okay? Be like the Spice Girls song. I've given you everything, all the joy this brings this, I swear. Merci beaucoup. Promise me. And everyone's just like, yes, we will. And then Marty's like, okay, we will rock you. These are us 5 to the end. So me and Gino will win and you 3 will play our game. Okay? Happy 420 and your gummies. Puff, puff, pass. No, chew that gummy, Jamie B. say. Okay. So je suis Marty. What do you think? Everybody pick the gummy. And everyone is just like, what is this dude doing? What are you doing? What is happening? And they're just looking at him like, oh, yeah, this is a great idea. He's like, I'm going to get my favorite jar. It has 5 gummy, no 4, because I am a 5 gummy bear. Je suis gummy bear. Tu es gummy bear. Okay. Il est gummy bear. Elle est gummy bear. And yeah, pique. So whoever gets the rouge gummy bear, you're dead. You're dead in the game. You go up, but guess what? We all make promise, and promises that we will not put each other up. Okay? We will not vote each other out. We will put each other up. We will not vote each other out. Right? Okay, Gino, you don't have to, baby. You don't have to, sweet baby. Je t'aime. You don't have to. And Gino's like, why? I'll do it because I trust you guys because I'm a good guy. I'm a firefighter. And Marty's like, I know you put the fire in me, Gino. You put the fire in me. Oui, mon chéri, je t'aime. And they pick. And Kevin is just like, no, this isn't for real. Is this what we're doing? Is this easy? Okay, this is crazy. I love this. I mean, JC Lynn is like, this is not the softer side of Sears. She is not happy. She's like, that is my boyfriend. She's like, hey, you're about to fuck my boyfriend. Like she's going to get effed over, you know? And sure enough, Gino picks the damn red gummy bear. Gino! And Marty's just like, no, Gino, not you. But you know what? You're going to be safe, Gino, because we all made a pinky swear. We did the Spice Girl song. I've given you everything, all the joy. I bring this, I swear. Friends forever. No, that's Saved by the Bell. Friends until the end. You guys watch Saved by the Bell? They used to have a group. The girls were the Hot Sunday, and I don't remember, Zack Attack or something. And they would sing to each other. I would watch it in French, and they were like, Je suis Zach Morris. But they would sing to each other, and they would say, you know, friends forever, friends until the end. Talking about the friends forever. Okay? Merci beaucoup. Je vous en prie. And Gino's just like, yeah. And Marty's like, no, there's no reason to be upset or worried because we would never lie. This is a game of Big Brother where everybody tells the truth and nobody backstabs. Even though every time I tell someone, put your feet up, hey, Cho, what's feet in French? No, that's Spanish. Pied?
Let me look.
Okay, look it up for Marty. Marty's having problems with his French. Okay. Il est feet. Yes, foot. Like put your feet up. How do I say put your feet up in the French?
Oh, let me look at that phrase.
The language of love. Put is like I just want to say ça va bien. Okay? Pieds. Is it?
Canada, right?
Yeah. Je suis
Yeah.
Marty.
Yeah.
Pied?
Yeah.
Okay, though, how do I say put your feet up?
Okay.
My husband is looking it up because that is the kind of household we live in. He knows his wife's
Marty has a husband?
going to be a weird lady on the internet. Okay. Oh, wait. We have Montreal sports fan telling us all the level test pied. I don't know if I pronounced that right because Marty
That's Spanish. Oh, wait, no, that's French.
little rusty. Level te pied. Okay. I know it does, my friend.
Le pied.
Leve te.
No,
Leve.
le pied.
Le. What? Leve.
Le pied.
Leve le pied. Leve le pied. Okay. Okay, it does. I do. People say I sound Cuban, child. It's probably because I could hear like my husband and his family speaking Spanish, so maybe I'm picking up something. Leve le pied. And once I say that, put your feet up, put your feet up there, little guy, then you know you're going home. You're going home. Okay, and Gino's like, oh, awesome. What is that?
Shut your mouth.
Okay, how do I say?
Tais-toi.
Tais-toi. Okay, because Kevin's like, are you sure you want to do this? And Marty's like, tais-toi. Leave. Levez les pieds. Tais-toi. Voulez-vous coucher avec? Tais-toi. S'assoit. So yeah. So he picks the damn
Joleen,
red gummy. Yes?
say this one.
Okay.
Essayez votre propre coup.
Okay. S'il vous plaît, répétez.
Essayez
Essayez
votre
votre
propre
propre
coup.
coup. Essayez le votre, what?
Essayez.
L'essayez.
Essayez.
Wait.
Essayez
Essayez
votre
votre
propre
propre
coup.
coup.
Wipe your own ass.
Oh, wipe your own ass. S'il vous plaît, répétez.
Essayez votre propre coup.
Okay, you know what I say. You know what I say. Okay. So Gino. Okay. So here's the deal. This is the Gino update from the Big Brother breakdown with the Joleen. Okay. Gino, fine. Don't worry. I see Twitter going crazy saying, oh, Gino is going to get fucked on Marty's HOH. Never. Because we made pinky swear. I made them double pinky swear. I had Kevin. I grabbed the last couple of hairs on his head and I said, let's twist him together in friendship. And we kissed it. And everybody knows that is for real. No one would send Gino home. We can trust each other. No one in this house has turned their back on each other. They were not trying to backdoor me. JC Penny had the chance. Je suis Marty had the chance to backdoor me. And she said, no croissant. No croissant pour moi. Okay? Ça plan pour moi. They did not backdoor me because I am Marty and I am a good guy. Okay? I am a very good guy. And I love the gummy bears. Okay? Just ask my friend, the gummy bear. He's a very good guy. He's not too smart, but he's a good guy. Okay? He, the to a Marty, okay? You know what I'm saying. He's an okay guy. I picked to go to Gino because he's the hottest. I did not want Kevin to touch me. When Kevin reached his hand and I was like, these, I did these. And then I did little these. And then I moved around like these. I was like, don't touch me, Kevin. You are married and you are not as attractive as Gino. And then when Helena came in, I was like, no, don't touch me. Okay. And then who else was there? Oh, JC Lynn. I turned to, I disappeared. I said, no. And then when Gino, I leaned in, I go, hello, Gino. Do you want to go home this week on your friend's HOH? Yes, you do. Merci beaucoup. And then he grabbed me and he held me. And I got very warm in his hands and I became like I became gooey. Less gummy, more gooey. Because Gino was hot. Yes, they looked at the camera. Z looked at the camera and they said, Marty told them to say, Canada, if we are lying, may you come to all of our houses and steal our gummy bears. Okay? May you take our first born puppies. So, merci beaucoup. And that is basically what happened, you know? And so there you go. No, not Gino. So Gino is going to go up as the replacement. Is up as the replacement. Not so now, like spoiler. JVB, what are you saying? I know how to say FUB in Vietnamese. Oh, that's impressive. That is Gummygate greater than Marcellus? Veto not used? No, I don't think so. Because Marcellus is just too, not to use iconic again, but again, too iconic. And it's just the OG of like, hello from Canada. Hello. Okay, so now spoilers. All right. So Gino is the replacement nom because of the gummy bear. And Kevin and Helena are putting in work to make sure Gino goes home on Marty's HOH. No! Na Gino! Je ne parle pas de français. Je ne parle pas de français. Gino, speak French with me. No! Okay, so this is hilarious that this is about to happen. So they need 3 votes. So tomorrow, now Helena hasn't been great at keeping it as secretive as the others. All right. So I think she's giving off vibes to JC Lynn. I don't know where they are at right now on the live feeds. I don't know if JC Lynn knows for sure. Helena did say she wanted to give JC Lynn a heads up, at least a little before the eviction. But JC Lynn is just going around being like, if you vote my boyfriend out, you're dead to me. I won't have your back. And it's like, okay, but also JC Lynn, you need to prepare yourself for a life without Gino in this game because you're not going to have anyone to play with. Even Marty, they'll have to team up together, those two, but Marty would still probably throw JC Lynn under the bus for someone else. So JC Lynn is she's big mad. She's like, ugh. You guys better not. You better not touch Gino. You're not gonna, right? And then Marty will pop in and go, never, no one will go after Gino. He is Gino. He is the man, the myth, and the legend. Je suis Marty. And JC Lynn's like, I know. Better not, like Summer won't vote against him, right? Because they have like a thing, but it's not like a thing, but it's like a thing. And I don't like it. But it's like, I don't want to be the punchline. I don't want to be the joke, but also don't touch her, but also don't touch him. That's my boyfriend. Ugh. So she's mad. But the thing is, you have to take the showmance out. How can you be so stupid, Gino? How can you be so stupid? I like you enough, but come on, sir. You cannot be this stupid. You had an out. You could have easily been like, Marty owes me this one for turning on his vote when I was HOH, for blindsiding me. He's not going to put me up. This is how we're repairing our relationship. But instead, you're like, no, I'll do it. I'll do your dumb gummy bear plan. This is so stupid. This is so dumb. So Gino's going to go home. JC Lynn's going to have to, I mean, things could change, obviously. But at this point, Kevin is putting in so much work. Helena's on board, even though she's nervous because she's like, Gino, where's my little Helena filter? Where's my Helena? Where'd you go, Helena? Oh no, did I lose you? Because Helena's like, he's so nice. He's like a really nice guy. There's a lot of really nice people who play Big Brother. But oh, there she is. She's like, I don't know if I want to do this, but Kevin says it's a good idea. So I just want to protect me and Kevin's game. But he's so nice. Am I going to do it? I think I have to do it. Okay. So yeah, they're all going to vote against. And, you know, Summer and Betty, awesome. They're not going to vote Josh out. Of course, they're going to go after Gino. I just don't know what these people are thinking. What are these beautiful Canadians thinking? And obviously, you have to get the showmance out. And Gino, why did you even get in a showmance? And I realize you're young and attractive, but also JC Lynn, why did you get in a showmance? This is not good. I mean, granted, it can be good if you have like a dumb cast that can't get you out, a la like, BB21, I guess, or even, BB1. I mean, Jillian and the Milkman made it very far. I mean, Jillian, won. But just put such a target on your back. Such a target. Would Joleen get mad if I said she looks good with the bald head? No. I would be so happy. Thank you, BB. Thank you. Yes, Montreal. That is a good example. Jed was in Marcellus territory. Gino was terrible, but not as bad. No, Gino's isn't as bad as I agree as a Jed or Marcellus. Jed got played so hard. So did Marcellus. Gino, this is just dumb. He didn't even get played. I don't know. There's just, it's unnecessary. That's all I can say. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Missed you, Mom. I missed you, son. I missed you. Ricky Bobby. Okay. But this is a good thing for the house to break up the showmance. I mean, it is. It's a good thing. And I mean, we got a triple and they know about the triple, which I wish it was a surprise, but they're talking about the triple, so they know it's a triple. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Gino, JC Lynn led him on to the fact that we might have a problem here. And so he's like, all right, I'm going to tell you, I got a 3. Where's my Gino filter? Gino's like, all right, what's up? I know this is a less hot Gino, but bear with me. Okay. This is the best filter I could find for him other than the Josh one, which is a hot. We'll do this one because this one was my Josh, but we'll give Gino the hot one since he's probably going home tomorrow. All right. I got 4 points. Number 1, if you vote me out, Summer and Betty are coming for you. And you know it, even though they're not, because Kevin's already covering his bases and talking with them. But I don't know that because I'm not playing the smartest game right now. All right. Number 2, who's going to speak French with Marty and you guys not be able to understand? Huh? Je suis Gino. Okay. Who is going to distract Marty? He's going to talk to you guys if you vote me out. He's going to be talking to you guys. So that's what you want. Go ahead. Number 3, who are you going to see kissing? You're not going to be able to watch me and JC Lynn kiss anymore. Right? I mean, Don't you guys love watching showmans? Pretty sure you do. Number, I don't know, 3 again. No one else has cool tattoos. Right? Okay. Number 4. I didn't think we'd get to number 4. I thought you guys would just look into my beautiful eyes and be like, yes, Gino, like Marty. And then Marty comes in and he's like, Gino, hello. I was listening and I think those are a great strategy and your game is perfect and I love you. Let's take our shirts off and talk about things. No one will vote you out, Gino. It just won't happen. Everybody loves you like I love you. Gino's like, I don't know, man. We might have a problem here, Marty. Je suis problem. Okay? No! Je suis Marty! Il est no problem. No problem. Maybe mini problem. Okay? Comme ci, comme ça. Problemo. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm going to lay it out for you. Do you want Summer and Betty coming at you with Josh? Or me, Helena? Do the right thing, right? I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy making out with another woman. Okay, so not you. So I don't really benefit you in that way. I'm not really playing with you other than this fake 5 we have. But, okay. All right. So Gino really doesn't have, it's too late. This is too big of an opportunity not to take, to get Gino out. This is too much. It's too much. It's too much. You know what? I still haven't seen Dina BB Can 6. So I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, baby, say you love me. 7, 8, 9, and now 10. So I'm missing 5 and 6. And I realize 5 is iconic. I hope nobody drank every time I said iconic tonight or you'll be wasted. 5, I can't wait. I was just going to skip right to 5 and skip over 4, but then I was like, I can't skip over Nikki Graham. And I'm glad I didn't skip over that season. But now after this season, I got to watch 5 and 6. Okay. So, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Ika and Dem went too far on BB5. I'm gonna see. See, I already, because you're watching later, so I know who wins. BB5. Who wins BB6? Why can't I think of that? Don't spoil it, even though it's been years. Okay, you can't really spoil it. Okay, this is the BB season we needed after the train wreck. CBB US, I'll be happy if almost anyone wins, right? I mean, there's no. We're getting gameplay. We are getting crazy feeds week after week, flips and turns. And I mean, Gino and JC Lynn can only blame themselves at this point. You had the chance to make a big move and take Marty out. And this is not a good ally for you to have. Marty had already flipped the script on you once before, Gino, while you were HOH, didn't tell you. And now he does this dumb gummy bear thing, which granted you are equally a dum-dum for participating in it. But he should have refused. I'm surprised Marty would be like, no, Gino, you cannot touch the gummy bear. Okay? Je suis Marty. No. And the gummy bear would be like, why? But I want Gino to touch me. I love Gino. Je suis love Gino. They love French fries and frites and Montreal. Yes, Toronto. And Marty's like, get away. Gummy whore. Do not touch Gino. But no. Gino's like, oh, crap. Murphy's Law. Oops. Sorry. So, yeah. But they should have. I mean, when in my little break, to find out that JC Lynn had a power where they could have backdoored another veto where they could have backdoored Marty. They could have done something really big and they chose not to. I was like, boring. This is so boring. That was boring of you. You have to use those powers. And now, JC Lynn, you're going to be stuck working with them. But who knows, You just don't know. They could end up, now you're going to have, here's the thing. We got a triple. I keep forgetting about the damn triple. So I'm not even sure. So if Gino goes, we're going to lose 2 other house guests. So Marty's going to be a huge target. I mean, he's the next target. But the thing about Marty is he wins stuff. So obviously he can't win HOH, but he can win a veto. I coming off his HOH. He can't win HOH. And then who? So yeah, I mean, oh, he's screwed. Well, unless he wins a POV. So I would say Marty, huge target. JC Lynn, obviously. I think she was sliding under the radar, but where people didn't find her to be that big of a target. But now Kevin's been putting salt in her game and sharing her DMs with everybody, and now she's in trouble. Okay. Okay. Will I tell you about watching? Sure. I'll probably do like little updates once I start watching. I'll watch it. I plan to watch it before the new season of BBUS starts. And I'll try to do little updates, probably not every episode, but yes. Yes, yes, yes. As of today, who wins the season? That is a fantastic question. So Gino's gone. We got 2 more people leaving. I mean, he's not gone yet. Again, we never know, but I just don't see anyone changing this flip, if you will, of the vote. I think Marty's screwed. I really do. I think at this point, this gummy bear thing was really the nail in his big brother coffin. JC Lynn, I think she's going to be so emotional if she doesn't go in the triple. If Marty or JC Lynn don't go in the triple, I mean, JC Lynn's going to be so, I don't think she'll be able to work with people. I mean, we haven't really seen her have her own game this season outside of Gino. Let's see. Kev, I mean, I really think Kevin and Helena could go to final 2. I really think that Helena's so wrapped up in Kevin, and they got the Josh final 3. I think we're looking. I think we got 3 contenders that I think, and I think it's going to be Kevin, Josh, or Betty. Are going to win the season. And I know it's crazy to throw out Betty, but this woman can win stuff. She's not plugged in game-wise as much as I'd like her to be. Josh is playing all the sides and just telling people what they want to hear, which is working very well for him thus far. Could blow up in his face in the final weeks, as we are down to the last couple weeks. And Kevin is just, I mean, I just don't see, I don't see him not getting farther after seeing the reactions from the house guests for him leaving, especially Josh and Helena. If they survive the triple, it's looking pretty good for him to get to the end. And I think he knows that. And I think it's, whether you like Kevin or not, I mean, it's well-deserved in gameplay. So I know, never thought you'd root for Kev Villain, but here we are. We thought, you know, for the most part, I mean, most of the people playing have been, again, I had my little 10-day break, but we don't really have, like someone mentioned earlier, any like shitty people. And we do have some questionable things going on with nominations and things surrounding like Marty. But other than that, I mean, we see people who do want to play. Everyone has their own strategy, whether they're floating. We don't have any coasters. You know, Helena is definitely a hardcore floater, but that is a strategy in Big Brother, and can be a very winning strategy. I mean, we just talked to arguably the best floater in BB history, or North American BB history, which is June, and she's a winner. So we talked to her in the fall, and floating was a very lucrative strategy for her, and she was very successful at it. So I think sometimes we talk about this every season of Big Brother, but people get confused with the coaster versus floater strategy. And Helena is a floater, you know. And Josh, Josh is a floater too in a lot of ways. I mean, not as much as Helena, but he's definitely playing all the sides. I think people looked at Helena a little more as like a rat floater game, like Andy Herron, which I'm not a fan of a rat floater game. I'm not. I don't mind a floater game. Don't love a rat floater game. Didn't like Andy Herron, but I definitely like Helena a lot more than I liked Andy Herron. So I don't know if, I don't know if I would put her in that same category. I just don't think Helena's looking out for her best interest as much as she's looking out for like Kevin and stuff like that. I don't know if Summer, I think it would be amazing if Betty and Summer could pull it out and be like get to the final two together and be sitting next to one another. But I just don't know if that's, I don't really see that. Let's see. Helena made a mistake by telling JL that she'd do what Kevin would do with the vote. He says that's the thing with Helena. Sometimes she just talks too much and says a little too much to people and thinks she doesn't have to. Yeah, Helena's much cuter than Andy. Andy here and his behavior in the house was just so gross that it was really hard to root for him. That was, oh God, Baby 15 was one of the worst. You had Spencer, gross. Gina Marie, disgusting. Andy Heron toward the end. And then was it Judd? And their conversations were just horrendous on the live feeds. So yeah, I really think, yes, Jordan was a float. Jordan was the showman's floater, you know. Obviously she really was. Her social game though was very good in that she's so likable and not seen as a threat, but she was part of a power couple and she did win stuff. I don't remember how much stuff she won in BB11, but kind of a floater. It just wasn't as actually. No, I actually don't think Jordan's really a floater in BB11 because she was, you know, loyal to the popular, you know, because they were broken up into, now we're talking, this is a lot of seasons ago, but they were broken up into their different cliques and she was a part of the popular, was she, or the jocks or something? And with Jeff, and she was very loyal to them. And she kind of went where Jeff wanted to go. Now, the second time she played, she was linked up with Rachel Riley. So it was a little more strategic. Jordan's just not super strategic as in calling shots. But she's definitely, yeah, I mean, she's a part of a showmance. I don't think she's a floater now that I think about it. But that's the thing. There's no right or wrong way to win or definitely play Big Brother. Especially if you're this far in the game, you know, because we do have someone like Betty, who I love rooting for someone like Betty. I mean, her game is something that you don't see a ton of in Big Brother, or people get very far doing what she does because she is very blunt and honest and to a fault, you know, her own game. So I like rooting for that because she's almost like, it's a very punk rock way to play Big Brother. I guess that's how I think about it. It's kind of going rogue in that she's kind of all by herself in a way because, you know, she's not tuned into these conversations and a lot of the manipulation and things like that. And she's being lied to. And even by Josh, doesn't know how, you know, she looks at Josh as like her best friend other than Summer. And she's not even aware of all the things Josh has on the side. I mean, Josh is very, you know, calculated, but his social game is so great. And he's so disarming. And he's just so beautiful and likable and charming that people, you know, want to work with him. But Betty is just so brash and she's just fun. It's fun to root for someone who just will be like, F you. You know, she's not worried about what people are thinking about her in this house. And she's kind of like, if I go, I go. I mean, she cried and she definitely doesn't want to. She wants to win the game, but she's also not willing to become a completely different person in order to win the game. So it's kind of fun. Yes, we could see Gino, Jace, Marty go back to back. On Twitter, they were calling it the moose curse because it was like everyone who's put up moose on an HOH has went. They were like Gino, and I think, you know, Gino put him up. Who else did they? Okay, so then you have Kyle, and then you have Gino, and who else? Oh, now my mind is fried. But they were calling it the moose curse, and there was the rule of threes with that one. So, yeah, the first half of this year, telling Jordan was in bed. Yes, every time. This game is wild. Jess, thank you guys. So then they, put Moose up and then they left. So it could be the Moose curse. Can you guys believe I just forgot about Jess? I forgot about them. How could I forget about Jess? I love doing the Jess impression, and now I don't even remember it. See, that's how much I've never missed 10 days of a Big Brother season I was covering. I felt like I almost quit. It was like, okay, I guess I can't cover it anymore. I can't do videos because I'm ill-equipped because I felt so behind. But you guys have been so patient with me. But I feel like I'm catching up. I'm forgetting, because this game happens, it moves really fast and stuff changes. And someone that was so important and vital in the game is now like, I don't know. I can't even remember their name. If Betty wins that HOH, her speech to Jason Marty should be oh my gosh, that would be iconic, Theodore. That you guys are going to be wasted. This is like the 13th time I've said iconic. All right. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you so much. But it's hard once you get behind on a Big Brother season. So I just was overwhelmed. I'm like, and then I know a lot of you have complained in the comments about the VPN, but my VPN isn't working on the BB Can site anymore. So I'm not able to watch the episodes. So I had to go to, if you're having that issue, I use Video Brother because you can watch it live, and then they do, I use that site because then they do put them up later. But at first I was like, I don't know what to do if I don't catch it live. I can't watch the episode. So it's just been kind of a mess. Yes, smash the like, everybody. But right now, we're looking at tomorrow night being a very fun episode. I'll go live after the episode and we'll talk about it and we'll have some fun and we'll see if, no, Gino, don't leave. And then I don't know if it's going to be a complete blindside because I'm not sure later on today what they've discussed on the feeds in the house. I do know they wanted to give JC Lynn a heads up. I don't know how much Gino is aware of at this point, but I do know that he was worried and he was given his, PowerPoint of why he should stay, but most likely he's going to go and then we'll see two other people go. And it could be like you guys are saying, JC Lynn and Marty back to back. And then we got Josh, Kevin, Helena, Summer, and Betty battling it out until the end. And that'll be really interesting because other than Betty and Josh, you really have taken out any kind of strong competitor. And it's so funny that Betty wasn't considered when, back in the day, Herman and them wanted to have, kind of like the competitors, Jess, Gino, Herman, Marty. They wanted them to kind of stay together because they're like, we're knocking out all the really comp beasts. But Betty's been so close in so many competitions that to just act like she's not a strong competitor is kind of silly. And they included JC Lynn in that. So if all those people do go, if it is Gino, JC Lynn, and Marty that go in the triple, I think that's kind of fun because you are, you're taking out kind of the big comp beasts or whatever you want to refer to them as. And then you have these other people who a lot of them were their game was disregarded, but they were doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Or they were like a Betty where they were very close to winning and just had that grit and that heart and that fight in them. So it'll be very interesting. Well, they'll have the HOH after Gino, if he gets evicted after he leaves, and then that HOH, then they'll nominate 3 and 2 go. So they vote to stay rather than to go on the triple. And then they would do another HOH for the week because that would be a quick HOH. So no, not 3, just 2, right? Yeah. Am I right on that? Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But I could see, I can see Marty do it. I mean, Marty, the guy is in his 40s, which isn't old. But, he's seen as the old guy in the house, other than Jess, he was the oldest person and he's winning all of these. I mean, it depends what kind of comp it is, but any of the physical comps, he's winning. So it's very interesting. They do need to get Marty out. But we'll see because it all, that POV is very, very, very important. So, yep, it'll be a fun episode. I'll be live afterward, and we are winding down. I mean, I guess we're not really winding down because it's still pretty exciting, but we're coming to the end of BB Can, and that's crazy. I feel like it just started, but BB Can season is always a lot shorter. The US one just goes on and on, and this season of BB Can has just been like this and this and this. Just missing 10 days was like, I feel like I could miss 10 days of BBUS. Because the weeks are so long when we have the vote with the House and 900 days of the season. But with BB Can, things are constantly changing. And then they throw in twists and they throw in votes and things that really affect the game. Now, some people don't like that, but it does make it very exciting because I hate those weeks of BBUS where, you know, it's those long summer weeks where the House just knows what it's going to do. The POV winner isn't, the HOH wins the POV too, so they're keeping noms the same. This season, we have really not kept noms the same. They've been changed more than they've been kept the same, which hasn't happened on BBUS in so many seasons. I can't even remember which season that happened. You know, because we have so many, we're voting with the House, we're keeping the noms the same. That's why I really think US needs to just do a couple tweaks, shorten season, and pull a couple things from BB Can. I mean, they already took the triple, so hey, you borrowed that, and now borrow that the HOH can't play in a POV. I think that will add some excitement to it. You hope Josh doesn't betray the girls. He's going to. He's going to. He's going to. He's going to. I think he's going to. Yeah. I think he's going to. I know, but I think he's going to. I think he's going to. I'm so sorry. I know. I'm trying to think of a scenario he won't. And I'm like, he's going to. He's going to. Okay. Yeah, took their HOH design. They took the room design for BBUS. CBB 3. They took the wintry. I liked that design. Okay. Oh, yes, I'm late. Oh, Rebecca, you are late. You should never be late. This is a big episode for Gino. Gino picked the red gummy bear, Rebecca. Okay, but shitty game in Marty French. Could be je du poupou. Yes, je suis Marty, Gino poupou. I told Gino, don't pick the red gummy bear. The red gummy bear, non! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay? I count for him. Slow down. Think about it. Use your brain, Gino. And Gino said, no, I'm going to take a chance at the gummy bear. Okay? Okay. And I think that's where I sound like Scarface. When I say, okay, I sound like Scarface. So I hear it now. I hear it. Josh loves Kevin. Yeah, he can't betray Kevin. I think, yeah. Montreal. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to smash that like, leave a comment after the video post. Let me know who you think is going in the triple and who do you think has the best chance of winning this season as we count down our time left with BB Can season 10. And then it's a hop, skip, and a jump, and it's BBUS. I'm so interested to see the cast this season. I'm always interested to see. I'm interested. I also want to pull some casting videos off of YouTube. And so if you are, because I do have people hit me up and want me to comment and give commentary and advice on their Big Brother audition submissions, I appreciate you guys thinking that I can. I do like doing those kind of videos, but by no means is what I say going to get you on the show. I don't know what I'm talking about other than being a nerdy Big Brother fan. That's all I know. But if you do have a video you submitted or are submitting or did submit to BBUS, send it to me and maybe I'll, link me to it. DM me on Insta, email me, joleenreacts@gmail.com. And I'll maybe do a video about it because I'll do a couple of those. I did those last year and I think the year before, and it was really fun. It was really fun to do. Oh no, Amber Lynn, break my heart. Betty asked Josh to be in her wedding today. That's so sweet. I do think, though, we've seen this so many times after the season. You do understand. They end up, for the most part, understanding it's a game. So even if but it is Betty. Ooh. But if he ends up screwing over the girls, which he's going to, will he still be in her wedding? It's Betty. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right. I'll go on forever if I don't get off now. Thank you guys so much. Fake friends will cry for all of you.
This is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I vote to evict Ian.
I vote to evict Ian. And
To look at
You're
it, but,
lying.
no.
you're lying, okay? You're lying if you said you hit that like and you did not hit the like. So make sure you guys smash that like on your way out and leave a comment. It helps me so much in this crazy YouTube algorithm. Okay. But I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a wonderful night. And remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.
If you like what you see,